Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns. We are getting ready to go out on a mission with Spider-Man as our lead character. Before we go, I just want to say I've been thinking a little bit about the campaign since we last recorded, and Ray and I have decided we're going to mix things up a little bit. So I'll talk about it at the end of the episode. I just wanted to say this now because I know a lot of people don't quite make it all the way to the end. So either stick around or at least skip ahead to the last few minutes and I'll talk about what specifically our plans are. But let's go ahead right now and get ready for our mission. New skin for Spider-Man, by the way. I also have a new one for him that I just equipped, but it's similar enough to the old one. I don't even know if you can really tell the difference. At any rate, got to decide who else we're bringing. And it looks like Ghost Rider is injured. So if I want a heavy-hitting damage dealer, I pretty much have to choose between Blade and Iron Man. I will go ahead and choose Iron Man. And of course, the Hunter. So I think we're good to go. Let's do it.
If Hydra wants a straight-up fight, then I say give them everything you've got.
No sweat.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
Is this a lot of people or is it just me? 1, 2, 3 minions. Okay, well, I mean, Chain Strike wouldn't be the worst. But neither would this. Yeah. Let's do it. Didn't even use a card play. Alright, and now since I can get a maximum of 2 targets here, we'll KO the first guy. That gives me the second chain. It's a shame. Hold on. Yeah, let's start on somebody that we have a little bit better chance of taking down sometime this week. Thank you, Spidey.
You can still run away.
I should have probably at least considered this one, but I don't really want to cast it. Its only real virtue in my mind is that I could do this, but I only have 1 redraw remaining, and I'm going to go ahead and use it here. I want to get the other redraw to bump this up again. So I think we'll chill out on air superiority this turn, no matter how much heroism I've got. Now, unfortunately, maybe it's not unfortunate, because this was pretty darn important. But that does mean I can't make this a forceful knockback. And that means I'm not going to get a ton of mileage out of this card. So realistically, I could do this just to make this cheaper and give us the heroism to cast it next turn. We're not taking anybody out no matter what we do. So, conversely, yeah, see, it's not like I can knock this guy back here and stun him. I think the best move, if I were going to do this, would just be to slam this guy into the wall. And you know what? I think I'm going to.
I'm saving my energy so we need.
Yes, I prefer to KO people when I possibly can, but there is something to be said for softening them up as well.
Okay.
It's very hard to chew through hundreds of health in 1 turn, you know? So, I have 1 play left. And I guess my choice is between this, which will do me no good at all. I'll draw 2 Spider-Man cards that I can't play. So I guess I'll just do 66 damage to somebody. And I think, you know, my choice is between these 2 guys. And it doesn't really matter who. Which one's got lower health? 174 versus 176. Congratulations, sir. You are elected.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
Okay. We can do a shove here. And as long as I'm working on this guy, why not? So we took a lot of his health away. What's he down to now? 75. So, now, you know what though? If I'd have been thinking, I should have thought I'll be at 136 on this next turn. If I could have shoved this guy into something, maybe I could have KO'd them both with just that.
Forever in service.
That was a bit of a miss. But I was thinking of it in terms of single target damage and stuff, so.
Pheromones?
I think I missed a trick there. That's not good. He'll KO Iron Man next turn.
I'm not sure we have time for hide and seek. Just a scratch.
Guess we're not done yet.
Okay.
Should bring a couple more. You'll need them.
Let me do this. So I can use it now, and the only real benefit to waiting, and I think I want to do this, we can make somebody vulnerable. Unfortunately, not him. But, like, I could make this guy vulnerable, and it would be lethal. So let's go ahead.
Let's do it.
This will also make air superiority free because we have marked at least one guy who will be KO'd this turn by this ability, rather. Oh, that's so good that it's up, but I'm going to use it on this. This is way too good. We got, I think, 5 KOs out of that.
How much better can I get?
So. Okay. Sadly, this guy still has 300 health. If I had another 6 heroism, I would use this to finish him off. But that is not the case. So I think what I want to do here... I don't have any redraws left. I will go ahead and use Spider Sense.
Take that.
Let's see if we get anything good here.
This should help.
Oh, I'm 20 points shy. You know what? I can live with that. I think we got this. We're going to take this guy down. Except he'll, what's going to happen is I'm going to use this and he's going to go into concealment and I won't be able to use this to finish him. That was my plan. And if I use this first, I can't use that. I could bind him and then I don't think he would be able to conceal. Here's a question. What if I bound him now and used this? Could I finish the guy? Yeah. So that this is better. This is 2 guys we won't take damage from. Except I can't do that because neither the bind nor this have quick. I have 1 card play left and I'm talking about using 2. So yeah, sure. Wonderful idea. Given that, I think it makes more sense because he is going to KO Iron Man. So let's just do this.
Here we go again.
Let's stop him from dealing an insane amount of damage.
They cannot possibly.
And then I am going to go ahead and do this. Bind is not like stun. You can still attack and it doesn't free them. And he takes extra damage because... at least because of Spider-Man's bind. I don't think that's always true. Okay, don't want to use any more heroism because we do want to do this next turn. So let's go ahead. I'm going to take some damage here for sure. But I don't think it'll be too bad. especially if he's going to resist. But this guy,
Yeah. I'm the weak one? Another round
that
of
may
Runaways?
make my one card worse, which isn't great.
You know what to do.
Okay, so he's free.
I'm used to being
All right.
outnumbered.
Yeah, wow. Oh, that's patient. So, unfortunately, right. This was only costing me 3 before because I had done this and we get 1 fast. So this card is going to do less damage because Iron Man got weakened. Which isn't great for me. To put it mildly. Okay. I think I do this. Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to cast this stupid thing.
Just the boost I need.
Okay. So I kind of have the same problem I did before, but I have an idea. I feel pretty good about how this is going to work. I think it will work. Let's try.
This is gonna be good.
Okay, so he's hurt, but he's not down. All right,
It's good to have a partner.
but he did not go into concealment. Well, that makes everything just so much easier than it was gonna be. Because all I need to do now is do this, and he's done, and I didn't even use card play. I also got the Hunter out of that circle of death he was in. So I feel pretty good about that. We definitely need to heal Iron Man here. There's no way I'm going to leave him to just get wrecked by these guys. And this
Feel free
should...
to do that
Okay.
anytime.
Thought that would give me cards, but I was 16. He had 16 damage too much. Okay. Unfortunately, that is the end of my turn. So I can't really do anything more. All right. That's fine. Do I want to redraw anything? I'm pretty okay. I mean, this one I want a lot. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. It's not that it's bad, it's just I'm kind of stacked up here. I'll keep this one. I'm really tempted to get rid of this, but I think I may want to use it on this idiot. So we'll see what happens here. The one guy is going to blow himself up, and he hurt the other one, which is nice, of course. Getting rid of that sniper dude is always a big plus. The way he has that pattern of making somebody vulnerable one turn and then shooting him with this insanely powerful shot the next. Really tough. Hey, Ray, what's going on? What's going on? You want to go get a snack? You want to go get a snack? It's okay. It's okay. All right. Let me see. 165. That would take that guy out. It would take this guy out. I'm kind of feeling like this is the way to go. Because this is kind of a heavy hitter. And we just completely remove him from the board. But I should do this first. I actually don't know if that one guy is really as important as I'm making him out to be. In all honesty, is he? Within one, I'm 1 point of damage shy with this idiot. 2 marked and 2 vulnerable. I mean, it's still a second card play. What if I do this? That just takes him out. But it also just makes this worse. Where's, yeah, Spider-Man's okay. Nobody's targeting him anyway. Let's do this. Alright, never mind. I have an idea. Sorry if I'm dithering,
This shouldn't take long.
but it kind of matters.
Target's lit.
You want to try and get as much out of these plays as you can.
That was awesome.
It's a little brutal that, you know, you only get 3 card plays per turn when there's so much you have to do. Alright, so by doing that, I'll get this card play back. We did get the KO on this guy,
Weak, even for Hydra.
and that's great. And I still have patience up, and so I do think, you know, that it just makes sense, because again, I'm going to get this card play back too.
They do not stand a chance.
So I'm not positive, but we may be able to just run the table here. Oh yeah, this idiot is just a minion, so. Okay. It's okay, Red. You're alright. What's up, buddy?
For this fight.
Hopefully they learned their lesson.
Okay.
We all know that's wishful thinking.
Thank you, Red. You're a good boy. You were a good boy. Until he decided to try to bite me. Not like, really. He did it. Yeah, that was very half-hearted, huh? Alright, we got our 230 credits. We got our epic gamma coil. All in all, that was pretty good. Nobody got KO'd, which was huge. I felt like we were able to manage that encounter pretty well, you know? And keep things under control. Okay. Somebody wanted to talk to me and then it disappeared.
Always on the hunt, right?
Okay. Well, I apparently, you know, don't have the option of a hangout or anything, so we're just going to go to bed. By the way, this is another new outfit I equipped for the Hunter. I tried to equip new outfits for everybody. That's Captain America. Doctor Strange even has a new outfit. Robbie's got a shop class t-shirt on now.
That same feeling?
Blade has book club going on, so yeah, somebody asked me about switching up the outfits, so I tried to kind of give everybody a new look, both for combat and while we're at the Abbey. I am running out of new things to show though, just so you know. Like, I've shown most of the combat outfits at this point. There's only a handful of skins for each person. Okay, let's go to Superlink. So, I forgot about book club. I need to go to the library and read that really quick. But also, pretty sure Carol wants to level up our friendship. Speaking of new skins, that's another one. Oop, my bad. I meant to go into Superlink.
No. Ah. How can this be? You have vanquished me once again.
This is the life. Kicking it with the legendary hunter. And kicking said legendary hunter's ass at a fighting game.
Do you really think I'm legendary, Carol?
Well, there are certainly legends about you. At least prophecies about saving the world. I'm beginning to think you can.
You do?
You're certainly saving me from boredom.
Rematch, then?
You realize that you'll need to win the next 3 matches to beat me.
Just press that forsaken restart button already.
Okay, but I'm not going easy on you, Hunter. You're way too good for that.
I am good now, huh?
Yeah, just not at this game.
Okay. Okay. So let's go do the coil. What does Peter need?
Hey, can I ask a favor?
A rare Spider-Man ability or an epic hunter ability. You know, as funny as this sounds, I'm actually going to take this because I get a chance at new hunter abilities every single mission, including epic level. But I often don't bring Spider-Man along, so I don't really get nearly as many chances to fill out his deck, and it needs it really badly. So see, not that that's one of my favorite Spider-Man cards or anything, but here's the thing. We can now come in here.
Ready to work?
Now, why isn't it there? Because I know I had a copy of that one already. So give me a second. Maybe I already upgraded that one. That's what it is. I had one copy, but it's an upgraded copy. But see what I mean about needing more cards? This is literally the only spare card he has. So, you know, if I wanted to, and I think I do, I think I'd rather have... Oh, I see. Well, I don't get to do that. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to give him another copy of this, and then I'm going to upgrade Chain Strike, because Chain Strike, it kind of sucks when it's not upgraded. So let me do this.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
No, it really isn't, Blade.
I think we've got something for everyone.
So there we go.
Awesome.
Now we have a maximum of
to see how
4
this goes
targets,
down.
up from 2. So you can really clean house on minions that way. As long as I'm here, let's go ahead and just get the sparring out of the way. So we get an extra crit chance. And I would give this to Iron Man if I could, but it turns out I can't. And we don't have Wolverine yet. So I guess I'll give it to Blade.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's still only 14%, so that's not the best. Okay, and as long as I am here again, I will go ahead and put Ghost Rider in here, get him healthy.
This might burn a little.
So, okay, let's, I did things a little out of order just because I wanted to show that, but let's go ahead and get that coil. That.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. I'll make something great out of this. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Okay. I like this one obviously more than I do the one that I just improved or that I just got. Taking this one 100%. Yeah, I'm taking both of those.
I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the...
So getting that air superiority is pretty huge. You know what I should have done before we go? I don't think there's any research we can do. Yeah. So I have to either complete more missions with Spider-Man, craft an epic Ghost Rider ability, but I don't care about researching this one anyway. What does this do here? Yeah, okay. The problem is it's another schematic, and I can't really afford that, so. Evil Eye Totem is really good. And I'm one upgraded magic ability away from this, except we're not at level 8 yet. We're only at level 6.
If you find more coil, send it my way.
Okay, let's come back out here, and I'm going to upgrade.
Let's do this.
So Iron Man,
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
this is so much better now.
Constant innovation. That's the story.
Boosting the damage that air superiority does, I mean, I cannot overemphasize how good that is. Okay. I don't know that I'm worried. Yeah, I'm not using punch. And I actually dislike the upgraded version of this. Because while you do more damage if you use 6 heroism, you're using 6 heroism. And man, that's a lot. I don't think... Yeah, it's weird that she even shows up when she can't upgrade anything. I already checked him. Okay. So let's adjust the decks really quick. We know that Spider-Man just got a new card, and it's one that we want to use. So... Yeah, the funny thing is, the whip, I used to think, like, oh my gosh, this card is just terrible. I wouldn't say I love bind, but I'm starting to learn to appreciate it when you have guys like that sniper on the board. It can be a literal lifesaver. Maybe, I just don't know that I want to turn him. I'm going to have to keep him to 2 heroic cards, because you generally want Spider-Man to generate heroism more than he uses heroism. So I will keep these 2. We may bring this back at some point. So, all right, we got that in there for him. And then Iron Man. This is a biggie. What we're going to do is lose Surgical Strike, which is the much worse version of air superiority. Now we have 2 upgraded copies of this, which is really good. I also have 2 copies of this, which is what I want, and 2 copies of this. I'm trying to remember. So, we do have Leave It to Me. I never put it in my stupid deck. Let me get rid of Blast and put in Leave It to Me. Ultimately, what I want Iron Man's deck to be is all of this, but get rid of Blast and a second copy of Leave It to Me. And then we would just need to mod these cards, because they're all upgraded already, which is fantastic, except for this copy of Quick Blast. So Iron Man, in my quest to get cards and build decks, like, he's actually very close to being fully realized, except for the mods. And just for the record, the mods do make quite a big difference. Okay, I'm going to leave this stuff. Although, this is a pretty sweet ability. The Scarlet Witch has one like this, but it affects multiple enemies. So you could take like a group of, 3, and they'll attack each other, and you get a ton of damage out of it, and often a KO or 2. So it's really nice. But getting one enemy to attack, and then this card just goes away, I don't know. Okay, I did these 2. I think that's it. So I think we're good as far as upgrading the deck goes. New ability to upgrade. What is that?
Practice makes perfect.
I think it's just going to blast. Yeah, I don't really care. Here's the thing. I would do it just to keep pushing this up. But we don't have a lot of essences, and we need to do a ton of mods and stuff. Let me do this. As long as we're kind of going all deep into, trying to improve these decks and stuff. The fact that I'm just one Quick Blast upgrade away from being where I want to be. Let's go ahead and make one.
As they say,
I mean, I only had 2 common blueprints, and now I'm down to 1. I know you can't. There we go. But I can always burn one of these to make 2 of those. It's a bummer doing it, but
always a pleasure.
Okay.
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. No pain, no gain.
Sorry. Wrong guy. It's Iron Man we want.
Been looking forward to upgrading that.
So now I'm getting that card draw on each copy, and that's phenomenal. Hi, Future TapCat here, and I'm cutting in because at the beginning of this video, I mentioned that there were some plans that I had and I would talk about later. This is the part of the video when I started laying it out. And I guess there's no point going into detail, but suffice it to say that after I finished recording this and I started down the path that I had talked about, I realized it wasn't a good idea. I was kind of ruining the series, and so I just scuttled it. And I know I'm being very vague. I'll just say very briefly, I had thought that rather than drag the series out, I would try to farm some things like essences and credits off camera, and I would only do that. I would try not to do anything that, no new cards, no opening the coils, nothing like that. But anyway, in playing it out, I just realized this is a bad idea. I pictured it in my head as equivalent to farming in Dark Souls, but in reality, what it ended up feeling like was, well, I'm just like taking some percentage of the campaign and doing it off camera. So I realized this is a non-starter. So I've deleted that save of the progress that I had done off camera. And I'm just going to pick up right from this spot here. So, the only relevant thing really, I guess, to take away from this is that forget any reference to a plan that I had. We will pick up tomorrow, right where we've left off. Same number of resources, credits, all that stuff. And I don't see changing that for the rest of the campaign. We're just gonna plug along. Whatever I can do on camera, I'll do on camera. So anyway, I think that's going to do it. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.